Ayo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Welcome into a remote version of CHGO Bets Daily, again, presented by PointsBet. I'm Sean Anderson, the host of CHGO Bets Daily. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Alongside me, as always, is Cody Del Mendo. I feel like we're usually swapped, Cody. I feel like I'm usually on the left side and you're on the right side. So congrats. You're on the better side today.
It's just nice to win one sometimes.
Absolutely. You can follow Cody on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Someone who Matt Peck said one of the funniest follows in Chicago sports.
He did say that.
So that's tastemaker Matt Peck. Right
It took a lot of me to not let that go to my ego. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I don't blame you.
If that's coming from Matt Peck of all people, like, he's more important than me, and he's telling people that I'm just saying that's some big praise from a also very funny guy
from Chicago TV legend. I mean, you were on a podcast with the legend Big Dave and the legend Matt Peck. You just weren't produced by Joey. So where were you, Joey? Were you just slacking off? Nah, Joey's too afraid. Joey's too busy moving.
I'm not afraid.
Right.
Just don't love how the hair's looking here. They're on the Texas Bill.
But you get celebrated when they show you on CHGO Cubs, and now you're all worried about how you're looking. What, you didn't get all dressed up for us?
My haircut was a lot fresher at that point. Where was I yesterday? I had a remote day because I was doing Cubs late at night, so I'm not. Cody, is a trooper. He went into the office, but we were just talking off the screen about my upcoming move into the city. So, maybe when I'm in the city and it's not such a commute back and forth, I'll be able to get down there for something like that. But
Joey, can you play guitar for us right now?
No, I'm not going to do that.
You're not going to do that, or you can't do it?
I can.
Are you skilled, or like you
No. Not great, but I have the guitar hanging up, for moments like these, hoping that you would notice, and you did.
Is that a Heinrich jersey or Jordan jersey behind you?
That's Pippen in the back.
Pippen. All right, close. All right, there you go.
But all right, thanks, CHGO Nation. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Cody. Yeah, hook 'em. Quinn Ewers. I like that Heisman odds. Bijan as well.
All right. Hey, we haven't done Heisman odds yet, Cody. We can look at the futures later. Shout out to Joey. I didn't even realize we could do that next week. We've gone through the Bears futures, and we're going to finish that out today. We're going to talk about Darnell Mooney and his receiving yards. I am going to be biased on that one. I'll tell my bias a little bit later. We'll check out the bank first. Cody, I got $5 in my bank. I know I put busted. I said we had 0, but we got a free bet today from PointsBet, and I think all users did. So you're going to get a $5 free bet that's going to expire on the 31st. It does say NFL on there. I'm not sure if it's an NFL only bet. I'll figure that out. I might put it on my socks tonight. We'll talk about that a little later with Cody. But I know Cody already spent his. So Cody, what's your bank? Mine's at 0 outside of this free bet. But what'd you use your $5 free bet on? And what's your bank at?
First off, my bank is at $10 again because I had to redeposit because Nico Horner got Babbitt to hell last night. He had probably would have been a bloop single that was out thanks to an insane play by Wilmer Flores. And then Flores again, I think in his third time up, Horner hit a rocket right to him. It was headed for that right center big gap, but he hit it right to him. It probably would have been a single. So he missed an opportunity for 2 singles last night. Went 0 for. Just stupid. But I'm riding. I'm hopping back on the horse, Sean. Like I have to get back to even before the football season. I have to.
I got distracted by the comments. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. I got distracted by the comments and also by the fact that you got Babbitt to hell by Nico Horner and then are going back to the well again tonight.
Yeah.
Not to spoil your lock of the night, but you're now going to a lock of the night and then you're going back to the well again the lock. So yeah, hey, we'll talk about it, man.
Yeah.
I got distracted too by Joey's Quinn Ewers odds, plus 2,500, because I found those on points bets. But we'll do that next week. We'll talk about the NBA and NCAAF
now
futures.
Do you want what am I going to put my $5 on?
Well, you said you already used it. So, yeah, I want to know what you're putting your $5 down.
Okay. So, we've been talking about NFL futures. So this is a good transition to NFL futures. And we talked about outrights last week. And, again, it's $5 and it's a free $5. So you got to reach for the stars with these free ones. So when I scrolled down the outrights to win the Super Bowl in the NFL, I saw the Patriots at plus 4,000. No. I did. Again, I think they're going to win? No, but it's hard to bet against Belichick. It's hard. I know Mac Jones is Mac Jones. Actually, we don't know what Mac Jones is yet. It's been 1 year. Again, it's $5. I will probably put multiple. I will sprinkle on multiple teams, but at plus 4,000, Sean, if I had to go through those ones near the bottom, and the Patriots are more in the mid tier of all those odds, by the way. The fact that they're at plus 4,000. And when you get down to that section, you see and you look at those teams, you look at the coaches on those teams, and you're like, well, who knows? Like, because who knows? I'm just saying, who knows? Hey, it's a free $5, guys. It's not like I'm putting like the house on. It's a free $5. I said Pats plus 4,000.
No one thought Cincy was going to the Super Bowl last year. So,
a lot of parity in the NFL, man.
Hey, Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl in his second year. Mac Jones in his second year. And like you said, Bill Belichick, heard that guy's good at coaching. And I do think you're crazy. It is a $5 free bet. And honestly,
got to reach for the stars.
Looking at the teams that are at plus 3,300 and lower, you got the Cardinals at plus 3,300, the Browns at plus 3,300, the Dolphins at plus 3,300, the Titans at plus 3,300. I like the Patriots more than all of those teams. Kyler doesn't do his homework. Miami's a fucking mess. I trust Mac Jones more than Tua. Cleveland is a mess. I mean, what's the situation with their quarterback? Tennessee, I mean, Julio Jones didn't want to be there. Mike Vrabel's a hard ass. Derrick Henry is basically their entire offense, and that's trusting a running back in the year 2022. I don't trust that. I would just put up a little bit of a fight because at plus 4,000, it's the Raiders and the Patriots. And you know how much I like the Raiders.
You do.
I thought even about sprinkling them for the AFC West at plus 600. So if I'm going all nuts about this Raiders thing, I honestly can make a pitch for my guys in silver and black here. But honestly, the Patriots at plus 4,000, like every team below them, train wreck.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
When you get to plus 5,000, it's the Vikings and Saints. I don't need to say much more. So I see why Jack are saying Cody no in the comments. But I think if we're looking Super Bowl odds, you got to look at the top because you're still getting plus money. So, right. But it's a free bet.
Again, if it was like a $25 free bet or something, then yeah, I probably slam that on, Kansas City or the Bucks or whatever, one of those teams. But like, it's $5. Like,
right.
Basically how I do outright Super Bowl like future bets. I always just a little sprinkle on like 3 or 4 teams. You know what I mean? So when we get closer to the year and like we see how training camp goes and see how those odds shift a little bit, like I'll probably dabble on like, $10 on Kansas City or something like that. Like I don't think the Patriots are going to do it, but like you give me a $5 free bet and it's for the NFL and you have to use it by the 31st of July.
Right.
So you're clearly placing it on a future. And like, of course I'd love to slam that $5 free bet on Justin Fields to go over, what is it, like 524 or 545 rushing yards on the season. It's only at minus 115. There's no plus money there. Like at plus 4,000, the odds are really good. The value is really good for a $5 free bet. So if anyone's trying to figure out what to use that $5 free bet on, Raiders, Patriots, like it's not an awful idea, especially when it's a free bet.
I mean, it's not an awful idea. It's just really the team you want to pick it on. And two, you're not getting the $5 back, right? It's not like
No.
the payout where you're putting $5 down. You're getting the payout and the $5. And I get Jack's point. None of those teams are going to win it. Again, you didn't think the Bengals were going to win it last year, and they were at least at the doorstep. And two, I mean, the Ravens at plus 220. I don't love that. Or plus 2,200. I don't love that. I don't love the Ravens. I might like the Patriots more than them. All they really need is a Josh Allen injury, and that door is wide open in that division. There's a playoff spot right there for them, and there's some home field games in Foxborough. So, yeah, I get your thoughts. I think that the best use of it, though, would not even be like Colts at plus 2,200. I think I still like the Patriots value more there. Why don't you drop it on the Chiefs at plus 1,000? Because then that's a $50, bet right there. That's a $50 win right there if you're putting $5 down on that. So I think there are good odds on there, and I think your thought process of free bet, go to the futures makes sense. But I think you can use it on other things outside of the NFL, because I'm looking around right now on some of the baseball props, and it looks like I'm able to place it. So I don't know if you need to use it for the NFL, but
clearly coming into this, we did not know what we can use on, but it does say NFL on it, but also if it lets you place it.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, we got the free bet from our good friends at PointsBet. And I think if you are just a user of PointsBet and have been using the PointsBet app, you got this free bet. So the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app. They're going to give you free money at times. They're a very nice company. And when you sign up with the PointsBet app using the code CHGO, you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not all, folks. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we'll help you out. And PointsBet's your home for live and play betting, and it just got even better. If you see an edge in the game you're watching, if your favorite team is primed for a comeback, don't just watch the game. Bet along with it live. There's more live betting, more live markets, and faster live cash outs with the PointsBet app. So what are you waiting for? It's time to elevate your live betting game. Download the PointsBet app right now and use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. And again, once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER for crisis counseling and referral services. All right, Cody, you're going back to the well again with Nico Horner tonight, huh?
Yeah, I am. I'm taking Nico Horner, 2+ total bases at plus 100. He's been, again, he got Babbitt to hell last night, so I feel like I got to get back on the horse and do it again. He's going up against Alex Cobb, so I think Alex Cobb's a righty, so doesn't have all those same stats against lefties, like I said yesterday, but I feel like the baseball gods owe me one after last night, so I'm going to ride that. Yeah. Also, if anyone cares, in the PointsBet app, if you go to boosters, you know how we love plus money on the show. Booster odds tab. If you go to the booster odds tab, there's MLB boosters, and they have Ian Happ and Nico Horner to both get a hit at plus 100, which is nice. Why
do you like that one? Because I have a $5 free bet that I might want to use.
Well, Ian Happ had 2 hits yesterday. And, he's been very good since the All-Star break as well. And basically a lot of the same reasons why I like Nico Horner. Ian Happ, he's just been very consistent all season. And I don't feel like, Alex Cobb is going up against the Cubs tonight. I don't feel afraid. You know what I mean? Right. So at plus 100, it's boosted from minus 115. So it's not like gigantically boosted, but you get plus money instead of at minus 115. So why not give it a shot? Why not? If you want to check out those boosters. So
right. Yeah, I would love to take advantage of it. I probably will use it. Honestly, I'll probably use the Ian Happ and Nico Horner thing because we love plus money on here, and I have no idea what to play on the White Sox. No Andrew Vaughn tonight. They're going up against a right-hander who's not good, which means they'll lose. But Lance Lynn's on the mound, right? He's been good in his last start, but also, 7 of his 8 starts have been bad. So I really don't know if I can trust this team. I thought they were supposed to beat the Rockies. That didn't happen. They split with the Rockies.
That was a bad loss. Yeah.
I'm not excited for this. I do like Jack R saying KB 2+ total bases hit last night. He got it tonight too, and he rakes off of Urias being a lefty. So maybe that's a good play. KB's been hot, and he's hit real well in Coors. I know that he hasn't hit a homer yet, but it really seems like he's taking advantage of that big ass field, right? He's finding holes for it. And I'm sorry,
he not hit a homer at Coors? Like I know I know he has homers, but I just didn't know if he hadn't hit a homer at Coors.
Has not hit a homer at Coors yet, which is hilarious. Wow. Yeah. Wow. And sorry to bring up the sore topic. I know it was
that's whatever.
About a year ago.
Tomorrow will be a year ago for him and Javi, so it is what it is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
he's got two homers at Coors in his career. And both of them were in 2016 and 2017, which were the only years he was good in.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
No comment on that one. I can't dig it. All right. No. We're gonna end the show because I'm now.
Hey, we have
pulling at your heartstrings.
We skipped talking about Darnell Mooney's receiving prop, dude.
Oh, dude, damn it! I have. That's on me. All right, let's go to Darnell Mooney's.
I was just kind of playing along with this and was like, okay, let's do this, and then we can talk about Darnell Mooney's receiving prop.
No, I just forgot that's on me. All right, let's go to the NFL player future props and go to the Chicago Bears and go to receiving props. Darnell Mooney receiving yards over 949.5, plus 100, under 949.5. minus 130. So can Darnell Mooney get you 950 receiving yards this year? And also you can bet on his receiving touchdowns. Over 6.5 is at plus 120. Under 6.5 is minus 160. I said that I had a bias in this bet. I had a bias in this market. I have Darnell Mooney on my fantasy team. It is the only one that I am in that has a money prize attached to it, and he's a keeper. So I am absolutely attached to Darnell Mooney. I need to honestly just remove myself from this discussion because, of course, I want to say over 950 yards for Darnell Mooney. Of course, I want to say over 6.5 touchdowns. It doesn't even seem that hard to do in a 17-game season with a capable quarterback. We said, Justin Fields isn't going to light it up this year and throw for 3,500 yards, but he's got to throw at least 1,000 yards to somebody, and Darnell Mooney is his only option in my mind.
Yeah, well, you look at his stats from last year. I mean, what? He had 1,055 last year and 631 in his rookie season. But he only started 9 games his rookie season and started 14 last year. To me, Justin Fields is going to have to throw it to someone. And Darnell Mooney is going to be that guy. If he stays healthy, it's going to be like in my eyes, the people getting the targets are going to be him and Cole Kmet. Maybe Byron Pringle joins in that bunch, and the guy that got out of Tennessee that everyone is so down on just because he's 25.
Jones Jr.
Yeah. But Darnell Mooney's the number one now, and he already has kind of like created that really good connection with Justin Fields. Anyway, we've seen them two link up plenty last year. We've seen it in training camp, and you want to see that video that hit the internet yesterday from training camp. I know it's training camp, but still, like to me it's at plus money at plus 100. Like, again, no one else is going to be like getting more targets than Darnell Mooney on this team. I don't see it unless I mean, I guess maybe David Montgomery might be up there because like he's become he's a good passing back as well. Like, but as far as the yards, though, like I just feel like Mooney's going to be flirting with at least 70 to 80 yards on a week-to-week basis. So,
yeah, I think the receiving yards is honestly a great bet. The fact that you're getting plus 100 on that bet, that he went over 1,000 last year, I really don't think he's going to slow down receiving yards wise because he really seems like a great receiver, especially within the chains, right? I think him picking up first downs, him over the middle, his ability to get to the outside as well. He's a really good chain mover. The issue is I just don't think he's physical enough or as clean of a route runner to get those red zone touchdowns, which is, frustrating as a Bears fan, but I think it's why I'd probably stay away from the receiving touchdowns aspect of it and roll with that receiving yards. Because again, I don't know who Justin Fields is going to throw to. And even if this team sucks, late in the game, they'll be throwing the ball. which means just receiving yards for Mooney. And I think that he's their best option. I mean, clearly, and he's talented. He's proven himself enough. So I think taking the over on his receiving yards is an easy bet right there. I'd stay away from the touchdowns.
Yeah, touchdowns I don't feel great about either. 6.5. I mean, he had 4 last year. Allen Robinson out now. You might think he'd get more targets in that red zone, but I also don't know how often the Bears are going to be in the red zone this year, right? And like also the history of the Chicago Bears is every time they get down there and inside the 10, it's like, let's just ground and pound and run it in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when that doesn't work, everyone gets pissed. And then we ask ourselves, what the hell are we doing? And yeah, but at plus 120, I get it. Like I could see it. I could see him getting 5 or 6, but I just don't know if he'll actually go over and hit that 7. I think if this is the line next year, and the Bears have improved their roster significantly, then I kind of like it, but not on this Bears team. No, I like the yards though.
Yeah, it's just I mean, even the bad Alex Smith teams. I mean, there was that one year that they just didn't even throw a touchdown to a wide receiver. Like, I mean, it just weird things happen in football, even to good players. And I think that could happen to Mooney. He's only had 4 receiving touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. So I just don't have confidence that he'll go over in that. And that's why you're going to get minus money on the under there. So just avoid that market completely. Go to the receiving yards, though. And thank you for reminding me about the Darnell Mooney futures, because I totally forgot about that.
I was just trying to help the people out who are here watching, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So. You can follow Cody on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Pray for him that Nico Horner does not get BABIP to death and that he doesn't have to redeposit again. And hey, maybe the Patriots will be Super Bowl champions and Cody will have a nice payday in February. But I have a feeling you'll know that fate by January.
I feel like I might know that fate by like November, honestly. We'll see, though.
Not a bad point.
If you don't want that.
A lot of wild card spots.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I also kind of like Patriots at plus 475 to win the AFC East. Just because that value's there. The Bills are huge favorites, minus 200, which I don't blame them. Like the Bills are the Bills. They've become very good. But I'm just throwing that out there. For a value play, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So.
Follow Cody on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. You can follow the Bets account at CHGO_Bets. We'll see what the futures hold, and maybe we'll turn this into a game during the NFL season. We'll update you on the Patriots record after every single game and see how your future's doing. And shout out to Joey for producing the show. Good luck on Monday, kid, moving in. We're going to end the show because we got to go make our millions off screen. We're going to talk to you on Monday when we are millionaires. And I heard Cody's got a meeting with a boat guy. So he's got to obviously get to that right now. So,
I need to go get a boat guy because when the Cubs trade Wilson Contreras, I'm going to need a boat to just like be on to, spin zone my entire life.
I'm being real selfish. I hope the Contreras and Hap Nudes breaks on August 1st on CHGO Bets Daily. I'm going to be selfish. I don't want that breaking on the Cubs show. I want that breaking on CHGO Bets. I want that reaction for this.
Before we get out of here, Jack R, he asked if we're doing a show tonight. We're not doing CHGO Cubs tonight unless Contreras or Hap or, the Cubs make significant trades. So we don't have a show scheduled tonight, but if there is breaking news, then yes, we will be doing a show.
And we can make that statement for the Cubs and the Sox. If there's a big trade that happens for either team, we will have reaction, whether it be on Twitter or whether it be on the actual CHGO Sports YouTube channel. So Cody will be around for the Ian Happ and Wilson Contreras news to break. I'll be around for when the White Sox get Juan Soto, and we'll talk to you on Monday when we're millionaires on a boat. Thanks, Joey.